I wanted to talk today about emotion. Emotion can be all different kinds of things. It can be big emotion, it can be small emotions. Emotions are the things you feel inside. Emotions are things that make you feel alive. Emotions can make you feel big. Emotions can make you feel small. You can feel all sorts of things with emotions. You know, sometimes we hide away our emotions and we don't share them with people. And sometimes we share them too much and we get hurt. Sometimes we tell people how we feel about them and it doesn't go how we want it to go. And sometimes we don't tell people how we feel about them and we regret not saying the emotion that we felt. Okay. You should hold on to all your emotion and feel all of it. You should feel all your emotion and you should hold on to all of it. You know, like in Star Wars when, what is it, the old guy? The old guy in the original Star Wars, oh, God. There's Luke Skywalker and there's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, use the Force, Luke. Luke, use the Force. Same thing Yoda. Yoda says, use the Force. Use the Force. I think the Force is just emotion. They say it's midichlorians. But I think midichlorians is just another word for emotion. I think the Force is emotion, and it's what's inside us. It's what moves the blood through the body. It's the heartbeat that beats every second. Every second your heart is beating. And you feel, the more you feel your heartbeat, the more you understand yourself. And you should listen to what other people say. You should listen to other people tell you, about you, and listen to their advice, and listen to this, listen to that, and you should do this and do that. But you really want to listen to your heart. Okay? At the end of the day, you want to listen to your heart. You can listen to other people. Okay? I'm not saying don't listen to other people. I'm not saying if somebody tells you you're a loser, maybe you are a loser. But you also need to listen to your heart and listen to what you feel about yourself. Think about what you think about yourself. Think about what your emotions, how you view things. It's not like in the movies. It's not like in the movies. It's not like on the radio. It's not like in the movies, and it's not like on radio. It's different. I'll tell you right now, it's different. If you're gonna live your life thinking it's going to be like it is in the movies or like it is in the radio, it's not gonna work out. Okay? I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna work out. You need to find the you that's inside you. It's not you versus them. It's not you versus the world. It's you versus you. You versus you. You versus you. It's inside you. It's you versus you. You versus you. You versus you. That's what Rocky Balboa said in Rocky 4. It's not you versus the world. It's not US versus Russia. It's not man versus machine. It's you versus you. I'm sorry. Your low self-opinion is the only thing that can bring you down. Your low self-opinion. What somebody else thinks about you is not going to, that's great. But your low self-opinion will wind you into the ground if you let it. It will destroy you. Your low self-opinion will destroy you if you let it. And you can't obsess over your self-opinion. You need to listen to your heart. Okay, that's emotion. Emotion is listening to your heart. And I'm sorry, it's just starting to drool. I'm starting to drool just thinking about this because my face is numb with just sadness. But I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke. I always feel like I'm gonna have a stroke. If in the days I don't feel like I'm gonna have a stroke are days where I feel like I just have a runny nose and I have a flu. I have the flu. I feel like I have a little piece of the flu in me, and I got my third booster. I got my booster shot, and I got my third COVID Moderna shot, and so I'm good to go. I probably won't get Moderna. I probably won't get COVID, but you hope not. But you don't know. Okay, you need faith to believe that you can survive in this dark, dark, crazy world. You need faith that things are going to be okay. That you have a runny nose that won't go away, but it's just part of life. Well, it's been 5 years I've had this runny nose. 5 years. Since 2016. Ever since Donald Trump was elected president, I've had this runny nose. Literally, the day of the election, Donald Trump was elected president. I quit my job out of sadness because I had a broken heart, and I had a runny nose ever since. Okay, the day Donald Trump was elected, I had a runny nose, and I've had a runny nose ever since. Okay, because I didn't know that people felt that way about other people until I saw Donald Trump. I guess other people knew, like other people were like, how could you be so surprised that Donald Trump was elected president? Why are you so surprised? This is a conservative country. How did you not know that? It blew my mind. It blew my mind because I thought Hillary was going to win. I thought Hillary was going to be our next president for many, many years. I thought in 2004 she was going to win in 2008, and then, of course, I preferred Obama over her. But then I thought, well, once Obama leaves the equation, I thought she would be the next president. And then I thought it was... I thought it wasn't even a question that Hillary Clinton was going to be our next president. I thought for a while in the mid 2000s, I thought she was going to be our next president, and then I thought in the 2010s, I thought she was going to be our next president. She never got a chance. Hillary Clinton never got a chance to be president. They didn't want to give her a chance. Why? Sexism. Sexism is the reason why they didn't want to give Hillary Clinton a chance to be president. Sexism. I'm not sexist. I would have voted for her in 2008. In 2016, I did vote for her in 2016. Yeah, I did vote in 2016. I actually think 2016 was the last time I voted. And then I was like so sad after what happened in 2016. I haven't voted since 2016, right? Yeah, I haven't voted since 2016 because I was so sad that Hillary lost. Oh my God. I was like, oh no. And I don't think I voted since then. I'm going to start voting again probably next year in 2022. I'll probably start voting again. I just got so sad because I lost my job right after that. I was brokenhearted because partially because Hillary Clinton lost. I lost my job that I had for many, many years. And then I didn't think Donald Trump could be elected president. But now I'm not going to make that mistake again. I know he could be reelected president at this point. If he can be elected once, he could be reelected again because my view of the entire world changed when Donald Trump was elected president. I had a misunderstanding of what life was before that. And then when he was elected, I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Oh, so humans are garbage, okay? Humans are garbage, so that's why I'm not saying the people that voted for Trump are garbage. I'm saying that the collective human psyche is garbage, and that's why he won. And I still can't get over it. So anyways, we're talking about emotion here. Not to go on a tangent. Emotion. You can never feel too much emotion. If you feel anger, you need to turn it into sadness. If you feel joy, you need to tone it down because you can't feel too much joy. If you feel too much joy, you'll aggravate other people. You smile too much, other people don't like that. That's considered abuse. It's abuse to smile at people. It's abuse to smile too much, so you don't smile. You tone down your emotion. You feel too happy, you tone it down. You feel too frustrated, you need to turn up. And you're looking for that happy medium. Okay? Turn down the happy emotion, turn up the sad emotion. You're looking for that happy medium right in the middle between misery and joy. You don't want too much misery, and you don't want too much joy. You want somewhere in between misery and joy, so that everything's going to be okay. So basically nothing really matters. You want nihilism. Nihilism is that space in between joy and misery. Joy and misery have a happy medium where because too much joy is bad for you, too much misery is bad for you. You want a little joy, a little misery, but you feel too much. You show it. You don't want to show that misery in the outside world. You don't want to show that joy to the outside world. You don't want to show any of that. You want to keep it hidden inside, because your heart, where you hold your emotions, that's where the meaning of life. The meaning of life is inside you. It's not out there. You can search far and wide out there. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. I'm to tell you right now, you're not going to find the meaning of life out there. It's nothing out there. It's a wasteland. Okay? You want to go to the wasteland? Go to the wasteland. Yeah? You want to go to the wasteland? I want to stay in here. It's safe. It's comfortable. It's warm. There's food. There's water. Everything I need right here. I don't want to go out there. Out there is the wasteland. I'm not going out there. Because out there, you smile too much, people don't like you. You frown too much, people don't like you. You do any one emotion is considered just too much out there. So I stay here. I stay here where I can talk to you, and you are my meaning in my life. You are the meaning in my life. Phone's about to lose battery, and I gotta call somebody after this, but I guess I gotta charge it for 2 hours, so I'll just call her later. But after it charges, who knows? So you want to hold on to all your emotions, and you want to feel it. You want to feel all your emotions. See, some people say, "Oh no, you don't want to feel your emotions. You don't want You want to ignore your emotions." One school of thought is saying you should ignore your emotions. No. I don't think you should ignore your emotions. I think you should feel all your emotions. Feel them all. Feel them all. Feel them all 24/7. Feel all your emotions 24/7. Okay? Just feel them all 24. Because if you ignore your emotions, that's not going to help you. It's not going to help you to ignore your emotions. It's not going to help you to ignore your emotions, because if you don't feel conscious emotion, it's going to turn into subconscious emotion. And subconscious emotion is worse than conscious emotion. Because if it's subconscious, then you don't understand it. And if you don't understand it, then you'll never get very far. You'll never amount to anything if you don't understand your emotion. Your emotion is everything. Listen, your emotion is everything. And you want sensitivity to feel that emotion, to understand it. You want to have the diction to be able to describe how you feel, why you feel, when you feel. That's sensitivity. That'll be another video. Sensitivity. But sensitivity is part of feeling everything. You want to feel all around you. The trees, the air, the breeze, everything. You want to feel everything all the time. You know, sometimes you feel anxiety and you think, oh, what could I feel to make the anxiety go away? The correct answer to that is anxiety. You want to feel anxiety to make the anxiety go away. You just, if you feel anxiety, okay, feel anxiety, then feel anxiety. Do it. Do it. Do it. And the more you feel that, the more you think about, what does it mean? Why do I feel anxiety? What is the purpose of this emotion? Is this emotion supposed to keep me alive, or is this emotion supposed to hurt me? I got news for you. Most of your emotions are meant to keep you alive. If you feel anxiety, that means there's some sort of problem in your heart. That means there's some sort of problem in your life that you got to process. You got to process that emotion in your head and in your chest. You got to process that emotion. I'm sorry. If you have anxiety, that means you've got to process something. And, just do it. Just process that emotion somehow, one way or another. And if you feel anxiety, okay, good. So what? Anxiety is it's just a feeling. A lot of people turn to drugs and beer and all this stuff when they have anxiety, and it's just an emotion. Excuse me, sorry. Indigestion. Anxiety is just an emotion. It's just a feeling. Yeah. What do you... Does that make you sad when you have anxiety? Okay. Do you want it to go away? Do you want it to turn into something else? Turn into a better feeling? Do you want to feel joy 24/7? And feel like you're always at Disney World? Was that some like water park or something? You want to feel joy 24/7? Okay. Feel joy 24/7. Sounds really great. Sounds really great. Feel joy 24/7. Joy 24/7. Joy 24/7. Joy 24/7. Joy 24/7. Joy 24/7. Now, you want to feel anxiety. Okay. You want to feel anxiety because you have a problem that you're not consciously dealing with. Okay. If you're not consciously dealing with your problems, it turns into anxiety, and you need to understand, why do you feel that anxiety? What is wrong with you? What's going on? What's going on inside you? What is your deal? How do you feel today? What are your feelings today? What do you think? What do you think today? What are you feeling today? Write that down. Write that down. What are you feeling today? Write that down. Let me know in the comments section, what do you feel today? What are your emotions today? Let me know how you are today. So what are we supposed to do with our emotions? Where do we put them? What do we do with them? How do we transfer them into healthy activities? Do we have hobbies that we put our emotions into? Do we have work? Does our work satisfy us in a physical or mental way? Do we go to school? Do we put our emotions into doing schoolwork? Do we just do schoolwork all day? You can do that. You can do schoolwork, you can go to work, you can have hobbies. You can have intimate relationships with people. You can play video games. You can read books. You can skateboard. You can sing a song. You can dance. Sure. Okay. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult. You're an adult, you can do whatever you want. You're an adult, you can do whatever you want. So what do you do with your emotions? Do you give them away to people? Do you give your heart away to everyone you meet? Do you give your heart to no one you meet? Do you keep your heart locked away inside? Do you keep your emotions a secret, or do you share them with people? I share them with my YouTube channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you want to start a YouTube channel? You want to share how you feel with people on there? Do you want to have lots of subscribers? Or would you rather talk to people in real life? Would you rather talk to people in real life? Do you like real life conversation better than digital conversation? Do you enjoy having a face-to-face meeting with someone rather than reading Twitter all day? I'd rather read Twitter all day, to be honest. Because on Twitter, I don't have to read facial expressions and react to their facial expressions, and me make facial expressions reacting to their facial expressions. Because on Twitter, I just read something, consume it, process it in my head, and feel it in my heart, and that's it. I don't need make any facial expressions or whatever. It's not like that. It's not super complicated. Oh, super complicated. No. I don't have to make any facial expressions when I read Twitter. I do socialize outside. I do go to a job. But usually prefer to just read Twitter. Thank you. Thank you. I prefer Twitter. I prefer Twitter. I prefer Twitter. Yeah, I prefer Twitter. So what do you do with your emotions? Do you throw them in the trash can? Do your emotions make you feel big, or do they make you feel small? These are just questions. These are just questions. I like to get lost in emotion. I like to get lost in emotion. I like to ignore the depths of my despair. I like to ignore the depths of my despair and ignore the bleakness of my reality by focusing on my emotion. The bleakness of my reality. It's a really bleak reality. It's really bleak. But when I think about what's inside me, I think, yeah, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay because I understand me. Okay? I understand me. And maybe nobody else does understand me, but I understand me. I understand me. So what else is there? What's the meaning of life? Do you ever ask yourself, what's the meaning of life? What do you think about that? What's the meaning of life? Yeah. What's the meaning of life? Okay. What's the meaning of what is the meaning in your life? What is how do you see the world? What is the basis of your existence? What do you think? What's going through your head right now? Let me know in the comments below. What is the meaning of your life? Because I don't have meaning in my life, and the meaning of my life, I'd say right now is eating garlic bread. I'm really enjoying eating garlic bread right now. And I'm probably eating too much garlic bread because it's giving me indigestion, but Right now, the meaning of my life is eating garlic bread. That's it. Just eating garlic bread. And drinking water. Okay, going to the gym. Going for walks as the sun sets. Going for light runs, quick runs. In between walking. But really, it's the garlic bread. Really, the garlic bread is the meaning of my life. Yeah. The garlic bread is the meaning of my life. So that's that. That's that. The garlic bread is the meaning of my life. So what's the meaning in your life? What's the most important part of your day? Desire is another emotion I like to think about. I like to think about desire. So like anxiety is one. We talked about that. What are you worried about? Desire is another emotion I like to think about. Desire. What is desire? Can you feel too much desire? Do you like to reduce your desires, or do you like to increase your desires? There's many ways you can increase your desires, and there's many ways you can reduce your desires. It's just appetite. Desires is just appetite. Appetite for destruction. Appetite for love. Appetite for passion. Appetite for misery. Appetite for lust. Appetite for romance. Appetite for disgust. Appetite for failure. Appetite for success. Appetite for longing. Appetite for dreaming. It's all just appetite. That's, what was I talking about? Desire is just appetite. Desire is just appetite. What is that feeling in your stomach? Are you full? Are you hungry? Do you want more? Do you want less? Did you eat too much yesterday? Like me? Did you eat too much and you're feeling bloated? That's desire. Desire is feeling bloated or feeling hungry. Maybe I shouldn't talk about eating too much on here, because there's people with not enough to eat. And I'm another one of those arrogant Americans who just talk about, oh, I can just go to Walmart and get all the food I want. All the food I want. Yeah. Does that make me a dirtbag because I like to eat a lot? Yes, it does. Yes, it does make me a dirtbag for enjoying eating. Because there's some people, don't get enough food. Some people do not get enough food. I feel bad for them. I've donated money many times to the poor. But poverty will never go away. But we should donate more money to the poor. We should help the poor more. But anyways, that's a different subject. That's different. That's a different thing. I was talking about desire. What do you do when you want to fill your desire? When you want to fill your appetite? And not for food. What do you do? What if you want something more than just garlic bread? I can still taste the garlic. I had some garlic bread today. I had some garlic bread yesterday. I have a really weird diet, by the way. I eat a bunch of one food, and then I eat a bunch of another food. And it messes with my digestive system, I know, but yeah, what are you going to do? So desire. Is lust a healthy desire? I thought about making a video about lust. Here. I was thinking, I'll make a video about lust, and then I was like, is lust a bad thing or is it a good thing? According to Christian tradition, lust is a bad thing. According to popular culture, lust is a good thing. Popular culture says lust is a good thing. Christian tradition says lust is a bad thing. I've been through periods in my life where I've considered lust a bad thing, and I've been through periods in my life when I've considered lust a good thing. Can you have too much lust? Is a little bit of lust okay, but too much lust could be very bad? It's different for everyone. Everyone has different amounts of lust they consider healthy. Under Christian tradition, to feel that intimate desire, they tell you you should get married. You should get married to feel that desire of lust. You make the lust go away by getting married to feel that intimate connection. You get married. Okay? You get married. I'm 31. I've never been married. No one's ever asked to marry me. I don't even know who I would ask to marry me if I were to ask me. If I were to ask someone, even if I wanted to get married, I wouldn't know who to ask to marry me. And I don't know. It's like I've said this many times on this channel before, but it's like, as far as marriage goes, it's like what was that reference? Oh God. The paradox of choice. When you go into a store and you see 100 different types of jam, and you're supposed to pick one type of jam, you're not going to be able to make a decision. Sometimes people aren't able to make a decision when there's 100 different types of jam. It's hard to pick one jam. Whereas if you go into a store and there's like 2 different types of jam, then you just pick one of them. You just pick one of the 2 because it's easier to make a decision the paradox of choice is it's easier to make a decision when there's less choices, and it's harder to make a decision when there's more choices. That's how I feel about marriage, is the paradox of choice. Like, I'm supposed to pick one person to marry me? Yeah? I'm supposed to pick one person to marry me? Oh yeah. I'll get right on that. Sign me up. So that's how I'm going to fill that desire of lust, is get one person to marry me. And be with them for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I'll be with someone who marries me. For the rest of my life, I cherish you. Yeah. I cherish you. For the rest of my life, I'll be holding you tight. And I do cherish you. Yeah. 98 degrees. Ever hear that one? I do cherish you. For the rest of my life, I'll be holding you tight. And I do cherish you. So, yeah, I'll pick someone to marry me. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will ask to marry me. One of these days, I'm 31, right? It's never too late for someone to ask to marry me, or for me to ask someone else to. I'll go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, by the toe, catch the tiger by the toe. Right? That's how you ask someone to marry you. You go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You spend all your time with them, and when you spend all your time with them, you just say, that's it. That's the ticket. We're getting married. Tomorrow. We're getting eloped. We have a big fancy wedding in May. Right? Or in June. In June, have a big fancy wedding. What a glorious time to be alive. We're getting married. Yeah. And I do cherish you for the rest of my life. I'll be holding you tight, and I swear never let you go. I don't know all the words, I just know. And I do cherish you for the rest of my life. I'll be holding you tight. Yeah, we're getting married. I'm getting married tomorrow, yeah. Getting married tomorrow. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Get married? Yeah? How many of you are married? Of the 0 people watching this, how many of you are married? I'm sure it's amazing. I'm sure it's really awesome. I'm sure your marriage is just so exciting, so wonderful. So that's one way to feel the lust, is you get married, which I'm supposed to pick someone out tomorrow. I'll pick someone to marry me tomorrow. It's the day I've waited for my entire life. The day I asked this beautiful woman to marry me. I've waited for this moment for so long. She makes me feel so special inside. And I've only dreamed of this moment so much. And I do cherish you for the rest of my life. I'll be holding you tight. And I do cherish you for the rest of my life. I'll be holding you tight. And that's marriage. That's how you feel the desire of lust. Is marriage. Okay? So, yeah. Is that the plan? You're gonna get married? Okay. Let me know how that goes. I don't even think feminists are in favor of marriage. I don't think marriage is a ideal that feminists look towards. I think it's only a Christian thing. I mean, not only Christians, but I think it's like a religious thing. I think marriage is built in the fabric of religion. And I mean Islam, Judaism, Hinduism. Is Hinduism a religion? Yeah, Hinduism is religion. Buddhism is the one that's not totally a religion, but I'm thinking of Taoism. I don't know. I get some religions confused because they're Eastern. Sometimes I get the Eastern ones mixed up because I don't know as much about the Eastern religions as I do about some of the Western religions. But in most religions, you're supposed to get married. Okay, you're supposed to get married. And you get married to fill your desire of lust. You make the lust go away by getting married. Yeah. You make the lust go away by getting married. And that sounds really great. Oh, yeah. Sounds really great. I don't know if I ever wanted that. Maybe I wanted marriage at one time in my life. Or if I still want it. Do I want love? Maybe I do want love. Maybe I do want marriage. Or maybe I want love without marriage. Or maybe I want marriage without love and live in misery for the rest of my life and just have that companionship. Maybe companionship is the only thing that I'm missing in my life, and that would fulfill all my desires. Oh. So you hold on to all your emotions, and then you give them all to someone else, and they can do whatever they want with it. They can do whatever they want with your emotions. They can throw you when you give them all of you. They can put you in the trash can, or they can put you on a mountaintop. In a trash can, or put you on a mountaintop, and your fate is in their hands instead of your hands. Your fate is in their hands, and that is supposed to increase the life expectancy. That's supposed to increase your... Marriage increases your life expectancy. Marriage increases your life expectancy. Did you know that? Marriage increases your life expectancy. Does that mean healthy people are more likely to get married? Or does that mean the minute you choose to get married is the minute you're going to live a longer life? So I'm going to stop this video here. I don't want to do this all day. I don't want to talk all day. Was I talking about desire? No, I was talking about emotion. Desire is one emotion. So we talked about anxiety and we talked about desire. Maybe we'll talk about one of the other billion desires the next time I talk about emotion. My podcast. Where I talk about what's inside us, what's inside me. What do you feel inside you? Do you feel pain? Feel pain? Do you feel like a loser? Because I feel like a loser. Loser. So desire is one emotion, and we feel many emotions, and there's many different desires, and desire is one of many different emotions. Let me know in the comments below, what emotions do you have today? What emotions do you feel? What emotions do you want to feel? Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel to be part of. Please subscribe to be part of the community, And please like this video. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.